I didn't wait for my partner at the police station after he was questioned for something he did behind my back. Me and my boyfriend Teo are both from the same small country back home, the kind of place where trading foreign cash outside a bank is technically illegal but nobody ever checks. I work 2 hours away by train, in the city, and I get paid in a stronger currency than what we use back home. 6 weeks ago, some guy messaged Teo out of nowhere on Telegram, said his name was Boris, said he wanted to trade my kind of money for our home currency, and he'd give almost 15% more than the bank rate. Teo forwarded me the chat and asked if I wanted in. I read it twice and told him no. That rate is way too good, I said. Nobody does that unless they're laundering something. Tell him to get lost. Teo said okay. I didn't think about it again. I had a full month of work ahead of me, closing out a contract for my company, and honestly, Boris slipped my mind completely. Then on a Tuesday, at 6:40 in the evening, right in the middle of a client call, my phone lit up with a number I didn't know. I stepped out into the hallway to take it. It was the police. They said Teo had been detained for illegal foreign exchange, and that I needed to come in for questioning too. My stomach dropped straight through the floor. I told my manager I had a family emergency, grabbed my coat, and ran for the station. The next train was the 7:15. 2.5 hours of staring at my own reflection in a dark window, running through every version of what could have happened. I got to the police station a little before 10. It smelled like old coffee and cold metal. An officer named Petrov walked me into a small room and told me to sit. Your boyfriend went through with the exchange, he said, alone, about 3 weeks ago. I actually laughed because it sounded so stupid. No, he didn't. I told him not to. We talked about it once and dropped it. Petrov slid a printout across the table, screenshots pulled off Teo's phone, chat logs with Boris, dated after the night I told him to drop it. Teo had gone back to Boris on his own, sent money, waited for it to clear, then converted it back for a small profit, all without saying one word to me. Your boyfriend was a victim here too, Petrov said. Boris was already under investigation for laundering money through people like him. That's the only reason this got flagged at all. Then they spent almost 3 hours asking me about my job, my income, whether I was involved in anything shady on my end, whether I'd known. I hadn't. I told them that over and over until my throat hurt. It was almost 9 by the time they finished with me. They walked me to a waiting area, and through a glass panel I could see Teo sitting in another room, head down, still being questioned. I texted him, "They're keeping you longer. I have the 9:52 train. I have an 8 a.m. meeting tomorrow I can't miss." He wrote back one line, "You're seriously leaving?" I sat there for a second, bag already on my shoulder, and typed, "I told you not to do this. I came all this way for you. I have to go." He didn't answer. I caught the 9:52. He called me at 1:14 in the morning. Released, no charges, exactly like the officer said would probably happen since the amount was small and he technically got scammed too. "I can't believe you weren't there when I walked out," he said, voice shaking. "That was for you. I did it so we'd have extra cash for your name change and the wedding stuff, and you left me alone in a police station. You did it after I told you it was a scam and to leave it alone," I said. "I missed an entire workday. I paid for a 5-hour round trip, and I still got interrogated like a criminal because of a decision you made without me. I needed you to prove you wouldn't abandon me when things got hard. I'm not required to sit in a police station overnight to prove I love you, Teo. You lied to me for 3 weeks." He went quiet, then said, "So that's it? You're just done?" "Yeah," I said, "I am." He showed up at my apartment 2 days later with a bag of his things still there, wanting to talk it through. I stood in the doorway and didn't move. "There's nothing to talk through," I told him. "You made a choice behind my back, and then you made me the villain for not babysitting you through the consequences of it." I handed him his bag through the gap in the door and shut it before he could say another word. I'm moving to Spotify. Search GurkoStory and follow.